year. They did, and now they're not here. Where the fuck is Baku? Speaking of the guy who saved the event, here he is, the main man. Somebody's noticed I have 12k viewers and wants a bit of following. Well, dude. Look what the cat dragged in. It's Tom Aspinall in the live chat. We were just discussing Orban Elliott's loss. We're heartbroken for our boy Orban. How's it going, Tom? Still don't get why you dislike Khalil so much. No, he's just in a cult. I don't really dislike him as a person. He's just in a cult, so I just think it's weird. He's a great role model and a fun fighter. Yeah, he's cool, dude. Sadikov KO was decent. Thoughts on Orban Elliott's gangster performance? Don't start on Orban, dude. It's horrible. I'm heartbroken. Laughing at Orban Elliott's loss. Tom Aspinall laughing emojis after I bring up Orban Elliott's loss. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane move there from Tom Aspinall. I'm joking. I know it was to me saying that you've come crawling in, mate. I'm going to bleed tomorrow, Jamal. I mean, it was an iffy fight, you know what I mean? It was one of those ones. Tom, when am I fucking in the training camp for the Jon Jones fight, mate? I've been bulking. You see these delts? What we saying, Tom? Let the people know. You know, I'm going to be on CGI. Craig Jones I've been speaking to. I'm going to be grappling Gabby Garcia in preparation. So, when am I going to be in a training camp, mate? Come on. Card sucked. I can be a team heavyweight. Thank you for that, Jeremy Peterkin, for the $2. Appreciate you. Card sucked, but I'm going to BKFC Texas tonight. Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy that shit. I think Tom's gone, guys, but it was fun while he was here, right? Oh, no, here he is. John's retired, mate. John's retired, mate. Wonder what will get asked at the press conference. Oh, it's going to be a fucking great one, mate. I need to go to one of the press conferences. I need to go there. Ask him a few fucking questions, mate. Myself. I need to pop up at one of these press conferences and ask the real questions. You know? Makes me laugh when Bisping throws a little tantrum on commentary with one of the other guys corrects him about literally anything. All right. You know Bisping hates to be correct. You know, people don't understand when you're around Bisping, he's got to be top dog. This is what people don't get. You know, he's a little bit of a, crabs in a bucket type of guy, you know what I mean? He's got to be Mr. Big Man around. Bookmakers need to watch UFC more Khalil underdog. Thank you for the £2. Yeah, that's crazy. F. Jon Jones Aspinall by flying groin tug. Thank you, Bacon 007 High, for the 6 months as well. Yes, Tom. Tom knows he does. How much to get you to rip that tee off for us? I'm not ripping the t-shirt, mate. Nah, I'm not doing it. Fuck you. No amount of money is possible. What were you saying about Tom ducking Gane earlier? Oh, yeah, I was just talking about how Tom's ducking Ciryl Gane. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, mate. You got me. The first hour of this stream was Guru trying to figure out how to get fingered by an MMA fighter. All right. What would it take? Will you fight me, John? You ever defended against an interim champion before? What would it take? Thank you for the $2. Tom, no, we're not starting that hashtag. We're not doing that hashtag, but thank you guys for trying to get it started. But I don't want to be responsible for starting that hashtag about Dana White. We're not having that on my name. I've already got enough lawsuits, guys. We need to calm down. Doot, 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 doot. So, Tom, anything else, mate? Or just get anything else, mate? Any questions? Have you, mate? Tommy Boy, much love from Michigan. We got fans of Tom Aspinall in Michigan that want to just reach out and say, that's close to John's home state. Working nights on an ambulance. Thanks for keeping me entertained for the past few years. No problem, man. Eva will be starting Fire Academy or paramedic school come August. Keep up the drama to get me through it. Do Fire Academy. Be a fireman, dude. Thank you for the $10. I feel like fireman's a much better gig than a paramedic if the pay is similar. Impression of Tom finding out what it took. I didn't know it would take that much. I've decided against it. Thank you for the $10, Mitch Niebel. Why didn't Hill stand his fucking base? I don't know why he didn't stand his base. It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things, mate. Jabam Wills the Thug is nothing without his gun. All right, guys. This fatso can't even fix his toddler footwork. Can't believe you said Tom has no right to the belt. Yeah, crazy. Wellmaker in the chat. Where's Cameron? Where's Malcolm Wellmaker? Sorry, I've got PTSD, sorry. Malcolm Wellmaker in the chat as well. We had a few, I mean, who was in the chat earlier? Wasn't it I think GSP was in a chat. No, I don't know. There's been a few fighters in there. The UFC is so arse, you should become the new president. Oh, yeah, Demetrius Johnson was in a chat earlier, wasn't he? He was typing. I'd missed him, though. Completely missed it. Guru's body looks exactly like Mick Parkin. No, I'm in better shape than Mick Parkin, man. Mick Parkin's no, listen, Mick Parkin's no slouch. He ain't no other heavyweight, you know what I mean? He's somewhere in between. But I'm in better shape than Mick Parkin, guys. UFC would call their, not in terms of conditioning, he'd outrun me probably, but physically, I guess. UFC is so arse, you should become the new president. True. UFC would call their secret police on you if... Oh, I've crashed. The stream has crashed. We're back. We're back, guys. Jones sleeps Tom, ass down, face up. No, he doesn't. Dana reaction to the fight? What? I wasn't even watching. I left after Fiziev Bahamondes. Yeah, yeah, we're working on the big fight, you know, the heavyweight fight. Damn, wanted Hill to win, but great performance for Khalil. What do you think is next for both of them? Khalil versus Blachowicz and Hill versus, I don't know, a Krylov Bogdan winner. Seem more sad, Guru. Cope about your height more. What? Thank you for the $2. What would it have taken? Impression of Ghibli cupping his hands under a chocolate ice cream machine and getting upset when ice cream had candy corn and not poo. All right. Thank you for the $5. I've been debated, sir. Are you going to disrespect the fighters this week? No. Card was pretty arsed, to be honest, yeah. 30-27 is crazy in Tagir fight. I don't mind Tagir getting a nod, even though I thought Maxim edged it, but 30-27 is just clear blind bias for these chicken jaw Dagestan rats who keep scraping by. Yeah, it is pathetic. Thank you for the $10. Yeah, Tagir 30-27 is crazy. I think he could have won, though. I don't mind it. What happened in the Blades and Fiziev fight? So, Fiziev won round 1 against Bahamondes. Landing better shots. And more. And then Bahamondes started out striking Fiziev in round 2 and 3, I'd say. But just ended up on bottom position. Failed a few takedowns. Started out striking Fiziev in round 2 and 3, I'd say. But just ended up on bottom position. Failed a few takedowns, ended up on bottom position. And he started pulling guillotines in round 2 and threw away the round. Then he ran in with his hands down at the end of round 2 and got dropped. So he just threw away the whole round for no fucking reason. And then round 3, he was doing good the whole round. And then he just fumbled it at the end again, getting taken down over and over. So his takedown defense against Fiziev was the problem in the fight, basically, in the later rounds. My guy Fiziev turned around quick. He did and got it done. Good for him. What's your shoulder thing? My shoulder routine? I don't work out. I haven't worked out shoulders in a month or 2. But normally I would do a 4-way workout on shoulders. Military press, lateral raises, and then some kind of modified face pull that isn't to the face, but that similar movement on the cables for rear delts, and then shrugs. Guru, do you not like the card? I thought it was a shit, yeah. Blades fight was a bit dull, but some bangers. No bangers other than, and I know bangers, This was not a banger, and I know bangers. But yeah, there was no bangers other than Sadikov versus Mota. First time I had money on Hill, truly is a tard. You should not have had money on him for this one with the low kicks. My main sparring partner has the same height and reach advantage over me as Ignacio had over Fiziev. That much reach is infuriating to deal with. Yeah, horrible. Must be. We should call him Tom Jedusor, the way Jon Jones gets frightened and will leave an interview when you pronounce his name in front of him. Thank you for the €5. Yes. Jedusor, the way Jones get frightened. Okay. Do an impression of Conor McGregor waking up and finding his foreskin on the floor. D! What the fuck is happened again, Louis? This keeps happening. Hi, Guru. Aside from the jokes, we just wanted to say I relate to you so much in many ways, aspects of life, but I wanted to say move to the US, mental health first. Again, I'm going to travel somewhere first before I move my entire life there. So I'm going to travel around first, and I'll decide. Hill versus Rakic. I got Rakic with the low kicks, man. But Rakic is probably more breakable than, you know, Khalil with pressure. But I would go Rakic. The only reason I picked Hill against Yuri is that Yuri doesn't low kick or like break you down, and he charges in with his chin. So that's why I picked Hill to beat Yuri. But other than that, I thought Hill would lose a lot of these fights. Did you know that Benson Henderson was the first guy to utilize calf kicks? I didn't know that. That's crazy, Joe Rogan. Thank you for the 8 months of membership. I missed the fights. You only miss one. Sadikov versus Motta. The rest of them are pretty shit. Thank you for the $2, brother. So it's midnight, chat. Is this what time it usually ends for Americans? Orban got fraud checked. He actually did. It was tough. But I don't think he's a fraud. I just think he had a shitty fucking performance. Seemed hesitant the entire time. I missed the fights. Thank you for the $2, yeah. You think Kai Kara France has a shot at the belt? Yes. Hill stands like me at the end of my mum's room after I've told her I've just thrown up. All right. Thank you for the £5. There you go. It usually ends at 2 a.m. for East Coast. Impression of a gypsy reacting to stacked Saudi cards. Oh my God, you're amazing. Something like that. Thank you for the $2. Some Romanian shit. How do you feel because Cash Nasty met LeBron? Fuck LeBron, dude. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Let me dress up in a women's maid costume and record myself saying that. Oh, I'm a billionaire? Oh, I'm allowed to use roids in the NBA? Who would have thought it? Oh, bend over for China again? Oh, cool. Thank you for the 2. Another underwhelming big fight result. UFC's dying. True. Yeah, terrible. Impression of Gypsy Crusader watching tonight's main event. I'm going to say it. No. Wasn't saying just go to the US, but time zones. I know. You get me. I get you, brother. I get you, fam. You dig? Deep. Anyway. Agreed, okay. Hill has no business in the UFC. Well, let's not go that far with it. Fucking hell. Hill probably beats. I mean, he beat Anthony Smith. I mean, what fighters could Hill beat? Hill would beat a fighter that's going to try and throw punches at his head. And if that's their way of winning, I think he would like, well, Roman Dolidze's not a light heavyweight, is he? But he is ranked at light heavyweight here. Not on the official side, though. I think Hill would beat like Modestas Pakauskas. He would probably chin him. He'd probably run the repeat against Johnny Walker. He could beat Ozdemir, but it would be close. He's that level of light heavyweight, I think. Khalil's just slightly above that. But I think if Khalil is slightly above your level, it'll be very obvious because that's just the way he fights. If someone just looks at stats without rewatching Hill versus Roundtree, it's going to look more exciting than it actually was. Yeah, the numbers were pretty close, right? But not really. 102 to 16, 9. But yeah, it does look a lot closer. I mean, some rounds were single-digit rounds. Fucking insane. Google Jin Lee, rapper. I know who it is. I've seen it. Can you make an argument for Lionheart being more elite than Yuri? No, never in a million fucking years. I'll never, ever do it, ever. Thank you for the $5. Don't ever ask me ever again to do some bullshit like that ever again. Disgracing the fucking sport by talking about that. I won't even do that as a joke. Hill versus Reyes? Sure. What if they feed Hill to Ming Yang? Sure. Can Hunter Campbell step in already? UFC is in bad taste. It's in a bad state. A very bad state. I can't believe Orban got out-grappled like that with those trips. That was rookie shit that he was getting hit with, man. Maybe Krylov. Krylov's fighting soon. Krylov's on the Louisiana card against Bogdan Guskov. Or one of those cards. I think the Abu Dhabi card, actually. I think he's on the Abu Dhabi card. Not a fan of the way Jacob Smith called Sam Patterson a white boy. Justice will be coming. Did he really call him that? Oh, no. Did he really, dude? He must not have been paying attention to the way combat sport's been going recently, dude. We win now. Y'all fell off on Fulham Grave. We will be handling this in the cage. No, I don't know if he actually said that, but I don't know. I don't really care. Thank you for the 5. Jacob Smith's a good prospect. Michigan needs a champ. I thought it was Hill. Yeah. I think your take that Hill can strike with non-strikers is on the money, but that's an admission that he is horrible. He is really bad. No, he's set as a counter grappler, and he doesn't do well against pure strikers, and that's his problem. There's a lot of pure strikers at light heavyweight right now. I want to see Yuri versus Roundtree and Hill versus Reyes for Reyes to ever come up. True. Of all the UFC prospects, who do you think has the most potential? Kevin Vallejos, Lona Kavanagh. They're really good at the moment. When a fighter's getting out grappled, is it more of a skill issue or a strength difference? A lot of time it seems like strength, it does. Because sometimes fighters do exactly the same thing that they did to get up against someone else. But for this guy, it just doesn't work. You know? Y'all motherfuckers tripping. Now, we're talking about Jacob Smith calling our boy Sam Patterson a white boy, dude. We ain't about to let that shit slide. This ain't the real Malcolm Wellmaker, by the way. Joe Hogan, watch your mouth. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate you. Hill is so bro. We got to accept that bro will not be champion again. All right, dude. You guys done? You've been saying that for an hour now. You got that out of your system yet? Can you see Hill becoming a gatekeeper? Yeah. How awesome is it that Tom made John scurry away from the UFC like a roach when the kitchen lights turned on? All right. Yes. It's fucking awesome, man. It really is. Thank you for the $20. Or the $10, Malone Hart. UK fights should be local time crowds 10 times better. Yes, way better, dude. Oh, bum had PTSD if you putting him in a headlock. All right, guys. John retired. Jon Jones is retired. Hold the phone now. I need to listen to the press conference by the sounds of things. Jones is retired. Official. Hold on now. I need to make an official response. Love your Joe Rogan impressions. Thank you. Daria surprised me tonight. Yeah, the female fighter, she did look all right. I had them both wrong, those women's fights. Tom Aspinall's the undisputed heavyweight champ! Yeah! John is retired! And Dana's look on his face knows I'm gonna cook him for this. I fucking knew it! Yeah! Tom's the undisputed champ! Tom Aspinall is the undisputed world champ. Tom Aspinall's the undisputed world champ. And Jon Jones is fucking retired. Yeah! Get that bitch out of fucking sport! Yeah, we move on now, dude. Retire him. Hey, Tom Aspinall announced it in my chat first, before Dana White got the scoop. Insane. Crazy. Dana's face. I'm sad because we're not going to get it. But I'm happy that it's been revealed that Jones is a fucking pussy that's going to be doing nothing but root for whoever Tom's next opponent is. Tom Garn is so stinky, though, isn't it? It's such a stinky matchup, but it is what it is. Let's go. True. Congratulations, Guru. You manifested this. Dude, Dana's keeping up the image the whole time. And chat, you know what? Now we know it wasn't about the platform. Now we know it wasn't about the platform. Right? We know that now. Hang on a second. Did my prize picks parlay pull? I had a triple prize picks thing. I can't remember what I did, though. I had Yun Yong Park more than 49.5 significant strikes. Fucking 45 significant strikes. Are you fucking mad? Never mind. Never mind. I guess. Never fucking mind. I had Melissa Mullins more than 35, she got it, and Sadikov more than 41, he got it, man. Fuck that. I'll retire with John without even fighting him. He did. Just got to my hotel in Turkey, cheated my girl, and now Tom's champ. Come on. He manifested this, retired him without fighting him. He did. By aura. He did win by aura. That's the retirement Jones deserves, taken out like yesterday's trash. True. Where did you see Jon Jones vacate? Dana just announced it at the press conference. I'll retire John without even fighting him. Tie for exposing John Duck Jones for the PD taking gay bish coward that he truly is. You're welcome, dude. You're fucking welcome, dude. Dude, John straight up made a crazy, outrageous offer for how much money he wanted. And then Aspinall, they offered Jones the money, and Aspinall and Jones still dipped and didn't take the fight. Let's go. Does Tom get a ruby now for his defense? He should do. Dude, Dana White looks fucking depressed at this post-fight interview. Insane. Jon Jones stripped? Yeah, Jon Jones has been stripped of the world championship, man. Insane. Da, 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 da. Tom had to be given a belt. Fake champ. Oh my god, dude. Shut the fuck up. Aspinall just retired. He did. True. No, he didn't. He didn't just retire. But at least we'll have Tom back. That's insane, Lamau. Tom Aspinall can now become the greatest heavyweight ever. True. Wow, well, I'll make a video about that, wouldn't I, chat? I'll have to make a video today about that. So I'll do the event recap, and then I'll go straight into making that video, I guess, seeing as the event ended early for me. Got everything he asked for and still said no. Glorious. Thank you for the 2. Just absolutely the fact that let's get the heavyweight division going. What's Tom doing in the fucking live chat here at the press conference? Farming followers, dude. It's despicable the way this guy lingers in UFC chats. I can see him in the fucking UFC live press conference comment section. He technically wasn't stripped. He retired. That's how pathetic Dana is. Yeah, very pathetic. What are 3 things you are looking forward to this year, and which event are you most excited about? Why would they announce this at UFC Baku instead of 317? But all good. 3 things you're looking forward to this year. Oliveira, Topuria, Duplessis, Chimaev, and then Pereira, Ankalaev too, I guess will be next. Dana White going home to play Power Slap with his wife, yeah. Right. So, let's get Tom, chat. What we thinking? Let's get Tom Aspinall on... Let's get Tom Aspinall on the fucking 318 card above Duplessis Chimaev. Or under Duplessis Chimaev, however they want to go about doing it. Because I ain't waiting until October to see Tom. You know? That'd be 320. So let's get him on 319. That'd be great. They have a Fight Night Paris. They could try and do him versus Ciryl Gane there, but I doubt they'll do that. Impression of Tom Aspinall after getting Jay pilled and figuring out. Alright, thank you for the 5 now. Legacy altering decision, no? Altering decision. Oh, for Jon Jones? Yeah, massively. But let's face it, it affects Tom's legacy as well. Tom couldn't get the top dogs of his era because they were too scared to fight him. That's going to be something that is going to hold him back resume-wise. But hopefully this stays on his resume that he made Jon retire when he didn't want to. You know? Just because he knew that Tom was next. Like if Pereira was a viable next option for Jon Jones, they would have made the Pereira fight and Jon would have fought Pereira. You know? Jon Jones is done. Thank Allah. Thank Allah indeed. Good sir. Thank him. Read my dono. Thank you for the $2. I'm sorry. You should have typed it in that one. I'm not scrolling up. What an absolute... Oh, this is you. What an absolute horrid way to end your legacy. Ducking someone for a year, then being stripped. Jon's the biggest shit stain on the sport. He is, man. It's disgusting. Dana said 2 times more Dana White's Contender Series fights with the new TV deal. Let's get some more trash fighters on that 10-10. I hate that. I think they should limit it more. But that means that my boy Harry Hardwick is probably going to get on the Contender Series. Jones seriously is a roach now and doesn't even deserve duck status. True. Thank you for the $10. Very true. Jon knows he ultimately wins in the end because we will never get to see him flatlined. I know, dude. But we know that he's a cheater and that his career doesn't need to be taken into opinion in the sport. Tom Albania loves you. Thank you. I'm sure he appreciates his Albanian fan base. Dom gave me the only closure I needed, yeah. Tom, I'm assuming you meant. Sadikov and Motto both got 100k. I'm assuming they gave out no performance bonuses then. Is that what they did? I would assume that's what they did anyway. That'd make sense. I know Dana just announced Tom's the heavyweight champ and Jon is retired. Thank you for letting me know, but I'm very aware, brother. People have told me when it happened. Tom wins, champ reign should be backdated to interim win. It should. Very true. Well, Tom has technically been a UFC champion. Undisputed or not, he's been a UFC champion for the time that he's been a champ. Jon could have left after Stipe, and he would have been beloved by his butt buddies, buried 7 months for what? I know, just for nothing. Just to act like he maybe wanted to fight, you know? Well, because he could have fought Pereira, and he wanted Pereira, or he wanted someone else. Cain Velasquez still got the longest heavyweight title reign. Good. Jon's the biggest what if ever. He could maybe be among the best if he didn't cheat his whole career and beat women. A disappointing end for his once. I know, and now he'll forever be nothing in the history of the sport. Very true. It'd be pretty funny if all of this for Tom to lose to Gane. Don't start, dude. That'd be the next thing. Tom's ducking Gane. Strip him. All right. Thank you for the 2. Dude, Jon Jones' great UFC career ended at a UFC Baku post-fight press conference. That's what you get, bitch! Carla Esparza got a video package. Not for you, bitch. See ya! little footnote at a UFC post-fight press conference at Azerbaijan. This is what Jon Jones gets. See ya, dude. See you around, buddy. Jones deleted his Instagram. Good. Tom is ducking Gane. Strip him. All white champs in the UFC. They are, other than Pantoja. Who's worse, George Floyd or Jon Jones? All right. Jon has been on PEDs all his life. He's no goat. Literally used to fight 7 times in less than a year on the regional scene. That's not possible. It is, but yeah, if you're beating them all easily, it is. But I'm not doubting he's on roids. Even his brother's got popped for roids in the NFL. Get Tom in the UFC 317, lol. He'll do it, lol, lol. Yes. No one's ever really retired anymore. He'll be back for the mega fight against Sergey Spivak. A great fighter. He's absolutely an amazing fighter. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Guru training arc when? We've got bigger fish to fry first. I don't know. I'm just, I don't even want to be live right now. I've got to do videos on all this because I've got to do the event recap, but then I want to talk about the Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall thing, but I've got to do the event recap first. Tom's the champ. He is. I know he's the champ. Dana White says Jon Jones is retired and Tom Aspinall's the new undisputed heavyweight champ. Orban posted. What did Orban say? Do you want me to play it? Sucks we don't get Jon Tom, but Gane Tom's cool as fuck, yeah. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Fucking sucks, man. I don't think he took as much of a beating as he thinks he took, Orban. He keeps saying he got his ass whooped. He took a beating. He got cut, but you know, he didn't take a real ass whooping. You know what I mean? He got out positionally grappled there, is what happened. Jon being retired made up for that shit show, yeah. You people are so dumb. Jones is such a good troll and a marketing genius. He makes you think he will not fight Tom to ask for more money from the UFC. UFC proceed to answer his demand. Jon then dipped. I know. They've all looking a fool in hindsight. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. Khalil won me 1,100 from 500. Damn. That's a lot of money right there. Thank you for the check krona, dude. Yeah, he had good value, Khalil. I knew to pick him. It was a really good value.